Laura, welcome back to my channel. I don't really know how to start this video and I've made several failed attempts at it, so I'm just going to dive on in and yeah, basically I took on more than I was ready to when I decided to do Camp Nano this month. And I know NaNoWriMo is just supposed to be this fun writing challenge, it's supposed to be all motivational and just, get the gears going, and that was kind of how I hoped it would be. I thought it'd just be a good way to ease myself back into writing, into daily writing, as I had noticed with over the last few weeks of vlogging how much I was struggling to get back into daily writing. It's been so low on my priority list for such a long time that getting it back up there is a challenge in itself. And in hindsight, what I had planned to do in Camp Nano and just this year in general, which I don't think I've spoken about on this channel, it was never really going to happen straight away. And that's my own silliness, really. I had always planned that this year I was going to write every day. That was the plan for this year. And I planned I was going to write 5k every day. And that has yet to come to fruition in any way, shape or form. But that's one of the reasons I came back to doing this channel, because I thought if I had documentation of it, I would have some form of accountability. And whilst that has helped, definitely, I haven't reached where I thought I would be yet. And I really need to take into account that I haven't written in any extended capacity since 2016. Since having children, writing has been dribs and drabs here and there. I might get a little bit of a running streak going just for it to fall off a cliff. I haven't had any consistent writing going on for almost 8 years. And I thought I could just go from 0 to 5,000 words a day like that, like it would be nothing. No, that was really, really stupid. But it also highlighted to me a lot of how my performance is still very interwoven with my mental health and my emotional regulation. And if I end up having a spiral, it's very difficult to balance myself after that, like emotionally and mood-wise. I might calm down, but I'm no longer in the mood to be productive. I'm in a very energy lacking mode, and I need to work on that because that has a massive impact on my ability to be productive. I want to get to a stage where even if I've had a spiraling moment, I want to get to a stage where I can have that moment, recover and continue on my day. I don't want it to be ruining my day anymore. And until I can break that link of negative emotional spirals impacting my productivity, I don't think I will be able to achieve what I want to achieve. I won't be able to, like where I am at the moment, I can't just dive into a creative career because there's just so much inconsistency. And yes, there will always be days where you can't be bothered, but even before, when I couldn't be bothered, I still did it anyway. And there's other areas in my life where I can't be bothered, but I still do it anyway. I still clean the house even though I can't be bothered. I still hang up the washing even though I can't be bothered. I need to get to a point where writing is such a part of my everyday existence that it just is. It's not something I want to do, it's just something I do, So I've spoken on my other channel about So I've spoken on my other channel about Maslow's hierarchy of needs, and that is still an area that I'm working on. The idea that once your basic needs are fulfilled, you can then have stability, and it'll help regulate your anxiety, your nervous system, your mental health. Those are things I am working on. And part of that as well, processing my mental health and processing a lot of childhood trauma that I wasn't aware I had until I had children. And yeah, so I'm basically just going through a period of reset now. I'm going to take the rest of April and try and reset myself. And I'll do more videos talking about it when I can piece my thoughts together a bit better. But I'll just quickly talk about it. I have here a lot of notebooks. Whilst I will be working on some writing projects still, I feel like I need to push forward with things. One of the areas that affects my mental health the most is this feeling of stagnation. I feel like I'm constantly wheel spinning, like I'm stuck. I almost had a book ready to publish in 2020, and I just kind of feel like I'm stuck there. And I haven't gotten any further forward, and every step I take is like 3 steps forward, 2 steps back. Or sometimes it's 2 steps forward and 3 steps back, you know? So I will be carrying on with some writing projects alongside this because I feel like I need to have some grasp on that. I need to be making some progress in that area, even if it's not the progress I thought I would be making it. But I do have my notebooks here as well that I will be working with. This is my planner. I jot everything down in here. I have my planner pages at the back there. I use the HB90 system. Game changer, guys. Game changer. We'll start onto that. I've also printed out monthly sprint trackers, project planning pages, but I also have these double page spreads. And in here is where I'm going to track filtering writing back into my daily life. During the Camp Nano, as I said, I had planned to do 5,000 words a day, which is why it's written 5,000 on each of those days in purple. But I have decided to dial that back a bit and build up incrementally. So for 3 days I will aim for a specific word count. So at the moment I'm working on hitting 500 words a day. Today is Sunday and I've been doing really well with it. So as of tomorrow, Monday, I want to reach 750 words for the day. So I'll do that for 3 days, and then I'll go up a word count goal, and then for 3 days do that, and then go up a word count goal for 3 days. And that'll be the main focus of my writing vlogs at the moment. And from the pacing that I've got marked out, I should reach my ideal writing pace by my daughter's birthday in June, which would be awesome. And in that time frame, I should have built up a massive amount of words in my writing projects as well. I might even complete a writing project whilst working on this project. Complete a writing project whilst working on this project. Honestly, with writing videos, like, you can make a drinking game out of every time someone says project. You really could. So I will be keeping track of that in here, keeping track of all tasks, so I can find, where I'm overloading my plate, where I have time sinks, where I could be doing something quicker, and yeah. So I love my planner. There's more that goes on in here, but that is the main focus for right now, is that. But I will also have my journals. And I've always been a big journaler. I've been journaling since I was about 10. and I dropped off of it for a really long time, and in 2020 I picked it back up, and that was when I saw a dramatic shift. I will also say, when I do go through periods of time where I don't journal often, that's when I see dips in mental health, because I know I need to outwardly process my thoughts. I know I do. As I've said, I could probably do with some therapy. I really probably could. But this particular journal is like my day-to-day mind dump stuff. Talking about my thoughts and feelings, things that happen during the day, hopes and aspirations, just whatever is in my mind that I need to offload goes into here. And then I have this journal here, which is kind of like an aspirational journal. I have here 5 years of growth, development, progress begins today. And I started it in December, and it's all about the things I want to achieve, self-employment, personal development, family enrichment. And I did really well with this journal. I just come in here and I write out topics that really interest me, like the difference between happiness and contentment, and main character energy, and finding the joy. I did a bit in here. Yeah. Did I feel the fear? Yeah, I did a whole piece in here about feeling the fear. Basically, anytime I have like a thought or an inspiration that I need to follow through on, I write out in here. I do also have, and this is total side note, there's a book about taking notes better, and there's a YouTube video that I watched about it. There's a book about taking better notes or being a better note taker. I'll link in the info box. And there's also the video that I found out about that from. I learned this technique and all that from. And it's when you have an idea or a thought that you want to hold on to, just grab a note paper and write it down. So I have these little note cards that I write loads of things down on all the time, and I keep hold of them, and sometimes I will expand on those ideas in this journal. Like my there's a page spread on there about my word of the year, which is elevate. We are going to elevate this year. And then we have this journal here, which is dedicated towards my hierarchy of needs. And in here I talk about how I've been feeling, what needs to improve, how I intend to improve it. And I mostly like make them pretty. I make them pretty so that when I look at them instantly it makes me happy, and then I fill out whatever needs filling out. I have a page that I haven't filled out yet, but it's all about family, and it's really silly, but I put these stickers here to represent my kids. So we have my Luna, Rowan, Rosie and Michael, because Luna was obsessed with dragons when she was a little girl. Rowan, his nickname used to be Frog Face, because when he was a baby he looked like he had a frog face. Rosie loves strawberries, and Michael growls like a dragon. He really does. But I want to make a conscious effort to spend time in these journals, and it'll help keep my stop negative energy building up in my head. Make sure that I'm attending to the needs that need to be attended to, help me get, I forget what the word is, the phrasing is, but you know, closing the tabs. Having ideas open in my head, if I can get them out of my head onto paper, into there or something, it can close the tab in my head. I don't have to keep remembering it, and I can come back to it later. But yeah, that's basically what I wanted to talk about in this video. Mental health is having a trip in a valley, and whilst we reach our next peak, I'm going to be having a bit of a reset, working on making writing just part of my everyday thing, and yeah, hopefully produce a couple of videos a week. There will be the vlog coming up every Sunday-ish. I quite like doing the weekly vlogs. They're really fun. I really like them. I might attempt doing the daily vlogs for NaNoWriMo in November. We'll see how it goes. We'll see where we are in life, because I'm supposed to go back to work at the end of May, so we'll see how that rocks the boat. So yeah, it is what it is. We're working with what we're working with, and we're hoping to see some progress. But before I begin my reset entirely, I need to reset my office space, because everything is everywhere. There's just makeup all over this counter, which for someone who hasn't been wearing makeup an awful lot is insane. And I've got these new storage things that I need to place, and yeah. So anyways, I will leave this video here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Looking forward to tracking my progress in the vlogs and getting progress in my writing projects and getting writing into my daily life again. So I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much for watching, and bye bye.